Well, I'm trying to get out to the property to get something done today. This little low water bridge isn't too awful bad. It's maybe 4 inches deep. Stinking road's all washed out, kinda. Yeah, that ain't too bad. It was about 6 inches deep. Alright, so it looks like we might be able to get something done. I got kind of tired of just sitting at home all the time, being trapped up inside. We've been under flash flood warning for like 2.5 days, and it's rained like every day for, I don't know, I lost track. But it looks like this coming week is supposed to be somewhat drier, so let's hope we can get something done. Alright, so we're out here again. It's kind of still sprinkly and it's just wet out here. It's just plumb wet. I can hear the low water bridge down there by the field just roaring, so I'm glad I didn't come in that way. It looks terrible out here, man. I'd be embarrassed if somebody wanted to come out here and check it out right now. Man, I gotta get this mowed down. It's so stinking wet. I came out here because I got the parts to fix the lawnmower deck, so I'm hoping to, I hope you guys just heard that turkey gobble. Well, anyways, just check on our crops here. Alright, it looks like some of the corn that I planted in the spots where it didn't come up is starting to go ahead and coming on up, so that's good. The sunflowers, they're about, oh man, 3.5 foot tall now, I guess. A little above my belly button. That one ain't doing too good. That broke over one still ain't dead. It ain't doing anything, but it ain't dead. Little caterpillar on there. Get off of there. That one's just all ate up. Oh, looky here. It's pretty neat. Alright, so cucumbers have went ahead and fallen over. So it's time to put them over into the fence. Some of them are already reaching to the fence, all on their own. That one is. So we'll go ahead and pick up the rest of these and put them into the fence. And okay, there's a pole bean that's already going up the fence there. And the other pole beans that I went ahead and planted in the spots where nothing came up are sprouting up now, so that's good. We kind of filled in the emptiness there. So like down there in the emptiness, there's little ones coming up. Our tomatoes are past the top of the tomato cages now, so I'll go through and lift them up over the top ring. These, I might just go ahead and put up another fence for these tomatoes and just kind of poke them in through the wire in and out of it. Or I may still get tomato cages, but I think they're a little big now, so the best thing to do would be go ahead and just put up a fence and kind of weave them in and out of it. But they've done really good. I haven't lost any tomatoes. I mean, you can see they're just full as can be. Alright, our green peppers. Oh, drop a little water on the camera screen. Not good. Getting away from that tree overhang. Anyway, our green peppers are getting a little bit of size to them. Sweet banana peppers are about 1 foot 14 inches tall now, so they're looking good. Our carrots are coming up really good. There's a few empty spots through here, but I think we'll still get enough to make it worth it. Alright, let's see. What do we have here? This should be the okra. Yes, and we do have okra coming up finally. I put 2 seeds in each hole, and only 1 came up in those 2 spots, so those seeds weren't the best. There's actually 2 coming up in that one, so that's good. Only 1 coming up in that one. 1 coming up in that one. Okay, so we've got less than 50% germination. There's 2 in that one, so that one did right. And again, only 1 and only 1. I'm hoping you guys can tell the difference between the weeds and the plants. I know it's kind of weeded up. I'm going to have to get in here and take care of it as soon as there's not standing water in here, I suppose. Now let's check our squash. It's doing pretty good. The only one that came up. Well, I don't know, that might be one. That's weird that it would have came up so late, but all our onions are standing up and doing good. Our lettuce has kind of exploded. It's quite a bit bigger than what it was. This one especially. I mean, it's 1 foot across, so it's doing pretty good. Hate all these weeds. Get out of here. Okay, I don't see strawberries doing much of anything. So I might go ahead and plant something else in those spots. The onions are doing pretty good. And our corn is coming right along, so. Anyway, what you guys need to remember about this is, I mean, this spot right here I'm standing used to be that. I mean, you know, that's right next to it. I mean, it's, you know, all this stuff last year, before we started kind of mowing this down and whatnot last September. So last summer it was still wild as can be, and all this stuff was chin tall, and this spot was no exception. And there are weeds growing in it and stuff like that, but not as bad as what I expected. I mean, you know, look to all sides of it and it's just, you know, wild pretty much. But I did not fertilize this. I didn't do anything to it, and you can see that it's just basically thriving. I mean, it might have a few problems with bugs chewing on the leaves here and there, but it's not an overwhelming problem at all for just being a garden you know, dug up in the middle of the woods and left on its own. The only time I've ever messed with it so far is putting the plants in the ground and watering it. You know, no food, no fertilizer, just whatever was in the dirt. So anyway, I'll go through and put all the pole beans over into the fence and put all the cucumbers into the fence so they'll go up it instead of across the ground, and then we'll maybe try to get this mower fixed. Okay, so I went through and hooked all the cucumbers into the fence. You can see the little runner there. So I've hooked them all into the fence. I pushed all the pole beans over into the fence and through the fence. I just got through redoing the Amish paste tomato plants. I pulled the suckers off of them. They're already starting to get some flowers. Yeah, there's a flower too. But I just got through going through and pulling suckers off of these. And I think I left a couple to show. Yeah, a sucker is like another little tomato plant, kind of like growing out of the crotch of another branch. See? And all you want to do is just take them and pinch them off like that. And that's how you get rid of the suckers. Some of them can get pretty big. I mean, they try to grow a whole nother plant is what it is. So, and I've heard that if you just bury these, that you know, bury them up to about there, they'll grow another plant, which I tend to believe, because you can see, well, you probably can't, the little hairs sticking off of it. Those would all turn into roots. So anyway, I just have to do this next row and I'll be gone.